I'm going to talk to you today about a total game changer, and that is the investment optimizer. And how the investment optimizer is going to boost what you're currently doing with your current investments. And before I get into it, this strategy, the investment optimizer, it really is chassised, or it revolves around max overfunded dividend paying whole life insurance, which is something that you're not typically used to hearing in a wealth building conversation, but I'm going to show you today how it can be a game changer and really add an additional layer of profitability to what you're already investing in. But first, let me tell you who should specifically be thinking about this in their world of wealth building. And that's really anyone who is currently or planning to invest in what I would refer to as alternative assets. An alternative asset I would classify as anything that is going to produce a cash flow. So some examples might be single family real estate, rental properties. If it's more passive, it could be a real estate multifamily syndication. It could be investing in self-storage. It could be investing in franchises. It could be investing in your own business or your own practice as a physician or a dentist. Anything that produces any sort of return like that, I would refer to as an alternative asset. Or in other words, not a market-based asset, right? We're not investing in the stock market or doing anything like that. This is more for the person that is an alternative asset investor. And most of the time, an alternative asset investor is going to have what I refer to as an opportunity fund. And an opportunity fund is just the place that they store capital until they're ready to invest in the next deal, whether that's real estate, a syndication, some sort of fund. And usually they want that opportunity fund to be somewhere that's very safe. They want it to be very predictable, and they want it to be and need it to be liquid, because when that investment opportunity comes up, they've got to have access to their cash to deploy into the deal. And usually because of those requirements that most people are looking for, it usually ends up being a checking, savings, or money market account. And the unfortunate thing about a checking, savings, money market account is that it's pretty inefficient, right? You're not going to get very much growth, maybe 0.15, 0.2%. And on top of that, you're going to get a 1099 at the end of the year to pay taxes on that growth. And then when you pull the money out, you stop earning that interest. The investment optimizer strategy, utilizing max overfunded dividend paying whole life insurance, is really just a way to replace that opportunity fund. We're not changing anything on how you're investing. I want you to continue to invest in the exact same way you have been or you're planning to. It's the same flow of money. We're just changing the opportunity fund. We're changing the place that you're storing excess capital when it's waiting to be invested into a deal. And the main benefits of it is that you're able to get a guaranteed 5-6% return. You're going to get a tax-free return, right? So the money's growing tax-free, and eventually when you're ready to pull it out, it's going to be tax-free income. And then in addition to that, the reason why most people love it is you're able to utilize the loan provision on these policies. And the loan provision allows you to take out your capital, invest it into whatever you want, right? It doesn't mean you have to invest it, but you could utilize it for any sort of expenses. They're not asking you why you're pulling the money out. But in this investment optimizer strategy, we're planning to pull the money out as a loan. We invest it into our cash flowing asset. As that cash flowing asset kicks back, right, some sort of cash flow or liquidity event in the next handful of years, just like we would with a checking, savings, money market account, we're going to take that cash flow, put it back into the checking, savings, money market to replenish our opportunity fund so that we're ready to repeat that process over and over again. Well, we're doing that exact same thing with the investment optimizer strategy, but instead of replenishing the checking, savings, money market account, we're replenishing the whole life policy until we're ready to do it again. Now, the benefit of doing that is when you take a loan, you continue earning interest in your cash value as if the dollar's never left. So very literally, you start earning interest in two different places with the same dollars, right? One place being the cash flowing asset that you invested in, the second place being the policy. With that being said, there's an interest rate that you pay on the policy. When you take a policy loan, there is an interest rate that you pay. However, you're going to be paying a simple interest back to the policy while earning a compounding interest in the policy. And over time, that's going to add an additional layer of profitability for you. In a later video, I'll show you what kinds of investments and how impactful this can be. Typically, it adds an extra 4, 5, 6% on top of what you're already doing, which I think a lot of people would be very excited to earn an extra 4, 5, 6% on all of their deals. which is why I think that the investment optimizer strategy is a game changer for anyone who's investing in alternative assets. If you want to learn more, click the link in the video description. Make sure to hit like and subscribe on my channel for more content like this if you want to learn more as well. And we'll look forward to seeing you on the next video.